In a departure from the norm, the Federation of Kenya Employers was not accorded audience during the Labour Day celebrations at Uhuru Gardens, raising concerns on whether the employers are feuding with labour unions, as NTV's Nina Shaban now reports.
It was as simple as not having the Federation of Kenya Employers on the day's programme. As Kenyans join the world in marking the Day of the Worker, one would assume that the government, trade unions and the agency that represents employers would be given the podium to address Kenyans, but not this time. Reason being,
Your Excellency, we have a problem. You saw workers here with placards saying, let us carry out ratification on ILO Convention number 189. To protect our domestic workers. Let us also ratify ILO Convention 190 to stop both domestic harassment and violence at workplace. These two conventions have been ratified world over. And Your Excellency, you need to talk also to the Federation of Kenya Employers. You are our person. Let them give us support in this direction.
The International Labour Organization 189 on Domestic Workers Convention states that each member shall take measures to ensure that domestic workers enjoy effective protection against all forms of abuse, harassment and violence. While the Labour Organization 190 on Violence and Harassment Convention are labour standards to provide a common framework to prevent, remedy and eliminate violence and harassment in the world of work, including gender-based violence and harassment. NTV caught up with FKE Chief Executive Officer Jacqueline Mugo on the sidelines of the celebration, where she defended the agency, saying FKE supports the directive on the ratification of ILO Conventions 189 and 190. Mugo says they should be implemented through a proper legal and procedural framework.
And we are also in the process as a country of discussing the ratification of two very important conventions of the International Labour Organization, one on violence and harassment at work and one on domestic work, which we support. But what Kenya needs to do is to follow due process and get ready in terms of the convention that the ILO passed many years ago that dictates what should happen in a country to make sure you're ready to implement.
But this was not the only reason why the Federation was not given the microphone.
Your Excellency, you need also to talk to the Federation of Kenya Employers. That when you gave these workers 6%, to date is not fully implemented. I'm telling you for free and for sure. And there is no any time His Excellency the President has announced the year salary increase and then it becomes a subject of debate.
On this matter, Mugo confirmed that in the month of November 2024, FKE issued a notice to all employers on the new minimum wages following the 6% increase directed by President William Ruto on the then Labour Day of the year 2024.
We are not aware that there's any enterprise that has not implemented the new statutory minimum wages because that complaint has not been brought to our attention.
Inflation has remained high for the past 4 years, and at the same time, many labourers have not witnessed any salary increment. FKE has asked employees who have not received their 6% salary increase to forward their cases to the Federation.
For employers, we were disappointed that we were not given a chance to address the crowd and make a statement on behalf of employers, because employers are part of the labour sector. It runs on workers, on employers and on governments. So that was unfortunate, and we're just appealing that if there are any issues which need to be resolved, they should be resolved through social dialogue.
Not everything was a killjoy. There was some sort of appreciation on the discussion surrounding an employee's payslip, where both COTU and FKE agreed on the deductions being based on basic minimum wages, which they've both been asking for a while now. Nina Shaban, NTV.